Hi, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are all safe and secure in this COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, now I welcome you all to this video lesson. This video lesson is all about expansion of news headlines and describing a process. Both these topics are included in both first and second year of higher secondary course, that is plus 1 and plus 2. We have questions under this topic for both plus 1 and plus 2. So let us see the topics one by one. First topic is expansion of news headlines. This topic comes under third unit of plus 1. And we have this topic in page number 78 in the plus 1 textbook. Often we get question under this topic as 37th question in the question paper. Now let us see a sample news headlines. In this slide, we have a news headline saying Independence Day event scaled down. And below that headlines, we have detailed expansion about the news. The Independence Day celebration at Red Fort will be limited to the Prime Minister's speech, a 21 gun salute, unfurling of national flag, the national anthem, and release of tricolor balloons, keeping in view the limitations and precautionary steps in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, the Union Home Ministry has said. So this is the detailed news about that news headlines. And when we analyze the news headlines, we can note that it contains only the content words with a few or without grammatical words. So, a news headline, for example, Independence Day event scaled down, in the above news headline, we can observe that all the words are content words. Now, if we analyze news in detail, we can see both content and grammatical words are used appropriately and relevantly to give detailed information. It will be the answer for the following question words like what, where, when, who, why, how. So, what is the news? The Independence Day celebration is scaled down. And where it is happening in the Red Fort. When it is happening on 15th August. Who is participating in the celebration? Prime Minister is participating in the celebration. Why the celebration is scaled down? It is because of COVID-19 pandemic. And how it is celebrated? It is celebrated with the Prime Minister's speech, a 21 gun salute, unfurling of national flag, the national anthem, and releasing of tricolor balloons. So with these programs, the celebration is going to happen. Now let us see the difference between content word and the grammatical words. Grammatical words are also called as structural words. Content words have the kind of full meaning content that can be described separately, like Independence Day, event, and scale down. So all these words are content word which have full meaning content. As far as grammatical words is concerned, it is often harder to pin down the meaning. the meanings of grammatical words are often harder to pin down. The words like auxiliary verbs, articles, prepositions, and etc., which function mainly to express quite general grammatical meanings or relationship. So this is the main difference between content word and the grammatical words. The words left out of headlines are often grammatical words. That means grammatical words are left out in the news headlines. So we have to add this kind of words in our short expansions. In our longer expansions, we have to add some further content words as well. Sometimes content words are also left out of headlines if they are easily predictable from the context. For instance, see the example, Pakistani PM guilty of contempt is the news headlines. Here we have to add some form of verb find and expand the abbreviation PM as Prime Minister as in the following expansions. The Pakistani Prime Minister has been found guilty of contempt. Another expansion, a court has found the Pakistani Prime Minister guilty of contempt. Okay. Though newspaper headlines are often not full sentence, they are quite easy to make sense of. There is no set of strict rules to expand news headlines. Expanding the newspaper headlines into complete sentences depends upon the student's understanding of the news headlines and his knowledge of grammar. The students should do the following to expand the news headlines. First one, they have to identify what are the words and phrases have been omitted in the headline. The second thing is they have to expand the news headlines into a complete sentence by adding as few words as possible. And then further, they can also expand the headline into a more detailed complete sentence by adding even more additional words and phrases. Next, they have to expand the headlines into a complete sentence by adding as few words as possible. This is for average students. And for the students with creativity, they can expand the headline into a more detailed sentence by adding even more additional words and phrases. Let us see the model workout of expanding the news headlines. News headlines. Lorry driver cut free after crash. This is the news headline. This could be expanded into the following by adding as few words as possible. One is, a lorry driver was cut free after a crash. Second sentence, a lorry driver has been cut free after a crash. One example of more detailed, longer sentence might be the following, which can be done by the students with creativity. A lorry driver was taken to hospital after being cut free from his vehicle, which overturned and collided with a van. In the above sentence, we have not used the phrase after a crash, but instead of that, we give details of the crash. Here are some simple steps to expand news headlines. First one, mention the place and date of the incident. Second one, expand the abbreviation in the headline. Third one, use appropriate tense form of the verb. If infinitive verb is present in the headline, we have to use will in the expansion. The fourth one is we have to use appropriate preposition like on before day and date, at before place and time, by before the doer, and etc. Now let us see some tips for expanding news headlines. If there is present verb in the headlines, we have to use present perfect or past tense in the expansion. If V2 is present in the headlines, we have to use passive form in the expansion. Example, if there is killed in the headlines, we have to use was or were killed in the passive form. If there is infinitive form of verb in the headlines, we must use future tense in the expansion. For example, if there is a to visit in the headlines, we have to use will visit in the expansion. If there is an abbreviation in the headlines, we have to expand it in the expansion. If there is number in the headlines, we have to write in words in the expansion. Now let us see some exercises which are given in the textbook. Please refer page number 78 in +1 English textbook. First one, heavy rain lashed Chennai. We can expand it like this. Heavy rain which lasted Chennai through normal life of Top Gear. Second one, NEET classes to begin on September 20th. The center coordinator informed the candidates that NEET classes will begin on September 20. Third one, 12 injured as buses collide. We can expand like this. About 12 persons were injured when two buses collided at the Dindigul bus terminus here today. And there is another exercise also in the same page. Expand the following news headlines in a sentence. First one, municipal election in December. So we have to expand like this. First we must mention the place Chennai, and we must use date July 15. We have to expand the news. Tamil Nadu Chief Election Commissioner announced that the municipal election will be held in the month of December. The second news headline, telephone customers to get video phone. First we must mention the place Chennai. Then we must mention the date August 14. Then we got to expand the news headline. Telephone customers will be provided with the video phones at the earliest. Now third news headline, card license to replace paper driving license. So we must mention the place now, Madurai, then the date, February 5th. Now the expansion of the news headlines. Paper driving license will be replaced with license card. Fourth headline, ATM without security guard to close. This is the news headline. Now we got to expand this news headline. First we must mention the place Trichy, then the date December 13. The automated teller machine centers which do not have security guards will be closed soon. So like this we must expand the news headlines. I hope now you have understood well how to expand the news headlines. Next, we will see the topic describing a process. So we have this describing a process in page number 188 of the plus 2 textbook and in the page number 79 of plus 1 English textbook. Usually we have questions under this topic as 38th question in the question paper. Okay, let's now go into the topic. First we must know what is a process. A process is a series of actions that are done step by step by a human being. Next, what is description of a process? Description of a process is nothing but describing that series of actions that are done step by step by the human being. Okay, now let us see how to describe a process. So, now to describe a process, we must use a series of instructions to describe a process. Next, we have to use imperative sentences. Example, take a pinch of salt. We can also use passive voice to describe a process. Example, a pinch of salt is taken. Next, we have to use linkers to join different instructions together. Example, first clean the apples, then cut them into pieces. Next, to put the pieces into the mixie jar and switch on the mixie. Then finally, filter the juice. So here, first, then, next, and then finally are linkers, which link the various instructions together. Okay, now let us see some exercises which are given in the textbook. Now refer page number 189 of plus 2 English textbook. There we have a question. Installing a computer, where the instructions are given in a jumbled way. Now we have to arrange them in a proper order. So we have answer here. First, open the box and take out the computer parts. Set the computer on the table or flat surface. Plug both computer and the monitor with a power cord. Once you connect the CPU, connect the keyboard and mouse. Before turning on the power, check that all the parts are connected to the CPU. Finally, turn on the power. So like this, we got to arrange the jumbled sentences in a proper way. Now let us see how to prepare our favorite dish. This exercise is given in the page number 189 of plus 2 textbook. So I have taken curd rice as my favorite dish. So in order to describe the process of preparing curd rice, we must use imperative sentences like add 1 cup fresh curd to the rice. Mix well. Add more or less curd to bring the curd rice to the consistency. Heat 1 teaspoon oil in a pan. Add half teaspoon mustard, half teaspoon cumin, 8 cashews, 1 teaspoon chana dal, 1 teaspoon urd dal, and 1 broken red chili. Then add the 1 chopped green chili, curry leaves, and half teaspoon grated ginger. Now switch off the stove. Then add carrots, coriander leaves. Then pour the tempering into the curd rice. Stir well. Adjust salt if needed. We can top the rice with pomegranate seeds and roasted cashews. Serve the curd rice with pickled, peppered, or pudi. Next, we will see the describing a process of organizing a birthday party in our house. This is given in the page number 189 of +2 English textbook. Set the number of guests. Determine how much you can spend. Decide on the theme. Keep the party short. Line up the entertainment. Send invitation. Plan plenty of short games. Check ahead of food allergies. Spend according to your budget. Okay, let us now describe how to send a letter by courier service. First, write a letter and fold it properly. Next, take an envelope, then write the receiver's address and the sender's address along with their phone number, and also write the phrase by courier service at the top of the envelope. Then insert the folded letter inside the envelope and seal it. Finally, go to the courier office and give the letter along with the fees to the clerk. Receipt will be given by the clerk. Keep it safe for future reference. Okay, now let us see how to obtain a demand draft from a bank. First, take the amount in cash with you. Then go to the bank, fill the DD challan with particulars like date, name of the person, DD amount, DD charges, denomination of the cash. Next, hand over the filled challan with the cash to the teller. Finally, a demand draft will be issued to you by the teller. So like this, we must describe the processes. Well, let us describe the process of wrapping a Christmas gift using imperative sentences. First, place the gift in a rectangular box. Second, measure amount of paper needed. Place gift paper on box, wrap loose end up and over and make a cut. Third, place gift paper face down and centered on the box. Bring first edge up and tape in place onto the box. Then bring other side up and tape in place. Fourth one, fold the sides in against the edges of the box and crease the diagonal flaps you have created. Fold top edge down and tape to box. Then fold bottom edge up and tape. Sixth one, add a gift tag, bow and ribbon to really class up your Christmas gift and impress your recipients. So these instructions are given as imperative sentences. Now we have to describe the process of wrapping a Christmas gift in a paragraph in passive form. So let us describe this in a passive form. The gift is placed in a rectangular box. The amount of paper needed is measured. Gift paper is placed on box, wrapped loose end up and over, and cut is made. Gift paper is placed face down and centered on the box. First edge is brought up and taped in place onto box. Then the other side is brought up and taped in against the edges of the box. And the diagonal flaps created by you are creased.
The top edge is folded down and taped to box. Then bottom edge is folded up and taped. A Christmas gift tag, bow and ribbon are added to your Christmas gift to let your Christmas gift be classed up and your recipients will be impressed. So this is how we have to describe the process in a passive form. Anu and her little brother want to refresh themselves with a hot cup of tea during study time. Help them prepare tea. Given below are the steps or instructions to make 2 cups of tea. First, boil 2 glasses of water in a vessel. Add 2 teaspoons of tea leaves and half a cup milk. Third, cover the vessel with a lid. Fourth one, filter the tea and pour in cups. Fifth one, add 2 teaspoons of sugar and stir it. Sixth one, serve hot. So these are the steps or instructions that were given to prepare 2 cups of tea. Now we got to describe the same process in passive form. The water should be boiled in a vessel. Then tea leaves and milk should be added to the water. The vessel should be closed with a lid. The tea should be boiled and poured into the cups. Sugar should be added and stirred. The tea can be served hot. So this is how we have to describe the process of making 2 cups of tea in passive voice.
So I hope you have all understood how to describe a process. Thank you.